Hi, welcome to the Abyss Tarot, T.A.T. So today's pick a card is going to be no contact. It could be no contact with like lovers and separation, family member, friendship. It could be anything, right? But it could be mostly like lovers, right? But again, anything. No contact. So I'm going to do two things. What is it that they tell people about you? And what is it that they really think about you? You know, because they might be telling people one thing, but really thinking something else in their head, or it might even be the same thing that they're saying. They might say and think the same thing. So we're going to go ahead and see what is it that they tell people about you and what is it that they really think about you. So this is for no contact, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the pile. So for pile 1, we are using the Peanuts gang. For pile 1, we have Linus here, and he has the little Christmas tree, and see how it just how it falls over. Okay, pile 1 is Linus with the little Christmas tree. Okay, pile 1. Pile 2 is Lucy, and she is ice skating. Pile 2 is Lucy, and she is ice skating. Okay. Pile 3, we have Charlie Brown, and he's rolling a snowball. Pile 3 is Charlie Brown, and he is rolling a snowball. Okay. And pile 4 is Snoopy, and he's on top of his little dog house, and it opens up. We can put some little snacks in there. Okay, pile 4 is Snoopy on top of his little dog house. He has a little wreath on one side, says number 1, the blue ribbon. Okay, we can put snacks in there. All right, so go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than one pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, Linus here with his little falling Christmas tree. I always like to associate the piles with an element, and so for this pile, I've associated it with Earth. So you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? All right, we're going to go ahead and see with this person that you have no contact with right now. What do they tell people about you first, okay? So let's see, what is it that they say to people, and then we'll take a look at what do they really think about you. So let's see, pile 1. Pile 1. What do they tell people about you? Pile 1. What do they tell people about you? Let's get 3. Okay, so we have the Tower in the reverse. Oh, wow. Okay, so something's come to an ending for you. They probably tell people that you've gone through a lot of things, a lot of heartbreak, maybe even like tragedy. You've probably had people pass over. I'm seeing like a cross. So you've probably had people cross over. So I'm seeing that they tell people like you've really gone through it. So let's see what else. Okay, and then we have Justice. Look at that Libra energy. So the Tower is Mars. It is Scorpio, Aries, and then we have Justice here with Libra energy. Okay, so we have Justice here. Yeah, the elf is mad at the cat because the cat is standing on top of the gifts. Look at that. And he's like mad at him. So it's like, you know, they're probably saying that you're mad over things that have happened, things that have been unjust in your life. So they're saying that you're probably angry, or you're yeah, because the cat knocked the tree down and then he's just standing on top of the present, like no big deal. So it's like they're saying that you have these issues that are like, how can people dismiss me or think something that happened is no big deal when it was a big deal to me. So they're saying that you've had a lot of things happen, but not a lot of compassion or understanding from other people. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Look at that water element. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It is in the reverse. So this could be something that has happened a year ago or less than a year ago. This is an incident that maybe happened again. Like I said, you could have had a lot of losses, tragedy, maybe lost your job, lost your home. You had a lot of losses. And that's what they're telling people, that you're like, oh my gosh, pile 1 is really like been going through it, but they're still saying that they're not able to get maybe help from people. There's no love, right? There's no love coming in from people. There's no support. And there's a lot of things too that they're saying that you don't see, or there's a lot of things that they don't see or know about you. So they're saying like there's a lot more about pile one that we don't know. So they're saying that maybe you might have some secrets, or there's things that they just don't know about you, or they're saying there's a lot of things you don't know that you're not seeing. You're not maybe looking at the bigger picture. Okay, but let's go ahead and take a look and see what is it that they really think of you. This is what they tell people, but let's see what is it inside their mind and heart that they really think and feel about you. Pile one. Huh. I'm also getting that things seem a little dark for you right now too, that they might tell people that things are a little bit dark for you right now, like you don't feel like the joy of celebrating holidays is what I'm getting, how the holidays are coming up right now, that they're like saying pile one's not feeling it. Like they're telling people pile one don't, you know, they're not interested, they're not feeling it. The Ace of Cups is in the reverse, they're just not into it, their heart's not into it because they've gone through things. But let's go see what it is that they think and feel really to themselves in their heart of hearts, right? And we have the Seven of Canes in the reverse. That is the Seven of Swords. Again, I feel like they're, you know how they tell people that there's a lot about you that is unknown, and they feel like they don't know a lot about you. It's the same here. I feel like they're saying, I don't really know about pile one. I don't know if I could trust them. I know they've gone through things, but I'm still kind of like on the fence. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Gifts. Look at that, the Eight of Cups, water element. So the Seven of Canes is air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The 8, so we have 7 and an 8. And then we have the Eight of Gifts, okay? Did I say water? I meant earth. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, okay? The Eight of Gifts. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling like this person is on the fence about you. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, and we have the Three of Canes. Look at that. Okay. So this is the Three of Swords, air again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It is in the reverse. So maybe you broke up with this person. Maybe there was a relationship here with this person. Because I'm feeling something about them being on the fence about you. But at the same time, with this Three of Canes in the reverse, there's like healing from a broken heart. So either they're healing or they see you as healing, but maybe it's them seeing you as healing from a broken heart, but saying, I don't know, pile one still, I don't know, there's something about them that I'm not trusting, I'm not sure of, I'm not seeing. There's something there that, you know, they're still thinking about. Like I said, I feel like they're on the fence about you. It seems like you're a good person, like you're giving and you're nice and this and that, but there's still something like that they're not sure of here with you. But again, what they do chat up to people is that you've gone through it, like you've gone through it, and you know, and maybe that's why you're not feeling it and this and that. But then here to themselves and to their mind and to their heart, they're like, well, I don't know. So we do have the little gingerbread house here. This could be somebody that you lived with. Okay. We have the little gingerbread man at the door. He's about to go in. And we do have the 2 Christmas trees. So this could be somebody that you lived with. Because we do have the little Christmas tree here that falls too. Look at that. That little Christmas tree is having like a tower moment. And again, I feel like this is how they see that you've gone through something. And this is what they tell people, like, you've had your little tree fall. You've had that tower moment. But they're still to themselves. Is there something about you that, I don't know, it's almost like they can't really feel like they can open up, or maybe they can't vent or something, because again, I feel like they see you as somebody that is very giving, but you still hold back a lot. So again, it's that whole not knowing more about you, not, you know, wanting to maybe see more or know more, but at the same time, maybe they're saying that there's things that you're not seeing. Okay, let me go ahead and get, what is this? This is my friend Raya's from Vibe About It. This is her deck, and that's the T. So let's go ahead and get a card, and that's the T for each of these sides. Okay, that's not, I wasn't ready. Public embarrassment we have here. Look at that, public embarrassment. Okay, but I wasn't ready. But maybe something about, you know, maybe they're telling people that you got embarrassed in public, right? Maybe something happened. Again, here with this justice here in this tower. Like maybe you got embarrassed by somebody, or, you know, they put you on blast where everybody could see it. Maybe even a video, or right, or pictures. And the tree is falling down and the cat's just sitting there like, I didn't do it. I don't know nothing about it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we have hostile workplace environment, 28, breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1. So maybe this is somebody you worked with. Maybe this is somebody you worked or work with. Maybe you're yeah, you might still be working with them actually. Okay, so for this side. And we have friendship breakup, 35, breaking down to an 8. Okay, this is work. Yeah, this is work related. So this is somebody from work. Okay, let me look at the bottom. We have sidetracked. Look at that. They're saying you've been sidetracked. Okay, so they see you as being sidetracked. And again, this is somebody that maybe you had a friendship with. It says no, we're doing no contact, right? A no contact reading. So like I said, I feel like maybe you still work with them. I don't know. But this is definitely something I do feel like this is a work friendship that maybe fell apart. Maybe you've gone through things and they weren't there for you, you know? Maybe you went through a breakup, separation, divorce, whatever. It's like you went through stuff and they weren't there for you. They see you as a very kind, giving person, but there's still something there that is kind of like, they're like, you know, maybe they didn't give it their all, right? To this friendship, to the situation. They didn't give it their all. And that's why you're in no contact, you know? But they're seeing it kind of like, I don't know, kind of a little bit off from their perspective. Anyways, that is all I have for you, Pile 1. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, Lucy here, skating. I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with fire. So you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? So let's go ahead and see no contact. What is this person saying about you to other people? And what is it that they really think and feel about you, okay? Because it could be the same or it could be 2 different things. But let's go ahead and see. What is it that this person that you're in no contact with tells other people about you? Let's see. Too many cards. Too many cards. Look at that. Swords, wands, cups. Okay, let's get 3, please. Okay, we have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. So they're telling people this didn't work out because of your attitude. You have too much attitude, okay? So that's what they tell people, that it didn't work out because of you, because of your attitude. Let me get one more. So this could have been a relationship. Let me see. We do know that Lucy is kind of attitude, right? From the Peanuts gang. Such a cute character, but yeah, she might be a little bossy at times, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's get one more. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. Look at that. He's sewing up. The little elf is sewing up a little bunny. Okay, so let me look at the bottom. The star in the reverse, Aquarius energy. So we have the 3 of Pentacles, Earth. It's in the reverse, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We have the Page of Wands, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles, which is Earth again. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So we do have 2 Earth and 1 Fire. So I'm getting that they're saying this did not work out because of your attitude, is what they're telling people. So it's almost like they're saying they were the only one putting the work in, because this little elf, he's working, you know, he's getting this little bunny all stitched up and ready to, you know, for the kids or whatever that it's going to be delivered to. So it's like this person saying they were the only one putting work in, because with the Page of Wands here in the reverse, it's like you weren't doing it. You had too much attitude. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse, they're saying, yeah, this did not work out because of your attitude. They could have also been, gosh, they're also saying, like, telling people that you could have, like, been entertaining a third party, or you were talking to someone else. Not so much like that you were cheating, but I'm getting this, like, maybe you were initiating something with someone else. There was an initiation of maybe text messages, you know, conversations, like something like that. I'm not getting that they're saying it was cheating, but they're like, yeah, caught pile two with those text messages, you know. So something like that. And again, it's kind of like they're shifting the blame to you, to your attitude, to maybe initiation with someone else, and then putting in the work, and you weren't putting in work. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, so you were not putting in the work. Okay. All right, so that's what they're telling people. Let's go ahead. It's going to be a quick reading. Let's go ahead and see what is it that they really feel and think about you. This is what they're telling people, but let's see what is in their heart of hearts, right? Let's see what's on their mind. Okay. Yeah, because they're also telling people, like, you're immature, or your attitude is very immature here. And again, you weren't cooperating into working this out. It wasn't like a partner thing. It was like a me thing. So, you know, that's what they're saying to people. But let's see. Let's take a look and see, what do they think and really feel about you when they're alone with their thoughts, right? And not talking to other people about you. Okay. We have the Nine of Gifts in the reverse. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Virgo energy. Oh, Earth. Okay, we have these two. And then we have the Ace of Candles in the reverse. Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, Ace of Wands. And then we have the Nine of Good Cheer in the reverse. Also, water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we have two nines here, and then we have an ace. So, yeah, so, okay, hold on. And then we have Death on the bottom, but it's in the reverse. Okay, very interesting. Let me look at this. Let's take a look, okay? So we have the Nine of Gifts in the reverse, the Ace of Candles in the reverse, and the Nine of Good Cheer in the reverse. And we have the Death card in the reverse, okay? So, okay. This person thinks that you'd rather be single than be in a committed relationship. They think that's where you're the happiest, like just doing your own thing and not having to, like, be partnered up or have somebody to say, hey, I'm gonna go out, or hey, you know, it's like they're like thinking to themselves, like, you're happiest when it's just you. And maybe you just like a quick hookup with somebody instead of like a long-term relationship, or just a short-term fling or something like that. So they think that you might be more comfortable in that type of energy than in a long-term commitment here. But at the same time, I feel like they're kind of going back and forth in their head of like being back with you. So it's almost like they're saying, well, pile two, you know, wouldn't be a long-term relationship, but maybe if there was a second chance, maybe we could have something. Even if it was short-lived, maybe we could have like a little something going. So they do think about that. They do think about that connection with you again, even though they kind of doubt that it would be a long-term connection. You know what I mean? Let me see what's on the bottom of what do they tell people. Oh yeah, it was the Star in the reverse, right? Aquarius energy. So yeah, there's no hope. They're telling people, like, there's no hope of you being back together because it wasn't working out, because they were putting in the work and you weren't. But here in their head and in their heart, they're like, well, maybe we could get a little something going, but they're not sure that you would be along for the long-term ride, you know. And that's the thing too. So maybe they would want to be with you again, even though that's not what they're saying over here. In their heart of hearts and in their mind, they would, you know, but again, they don't feel like it would be a long-term thing. And I think that's what maybe they would want. But let's go ahead and get you some, let's get a card for each one from my friend Raya's, and that's the T deck, okay? I'm going to link her Etsy in the description. So go ahead and get this deck. Oh, drop the card. Let me see what it is. Oh my gosh, and look at the card. Self-obsessed. This is exactly the energy for this, because I'm gonna pull a card for here. And this is exactly the energy they're telling people about you. You're self-obsessed. You're like me, and not us. So yeah, exactly that. Okay, but let's go ahead and see over here. What is it that they say to people about you? Okay. And we have card 75 with encrypted. Look at that. And there's a lock, right? It's encrypted, like, you know, on the computer monitor, and you need the password, you need the key to open it. So yeah, they definitely are like, how can I have access? How can I have access to you over here when you don't allow me to have access to you? You didn't give me the password. You don't give me the key. So yeah, this is what they tell people, that you're just, you know, you're not like that. Okay, but let's see over here. What do they really think and feel about you when they're not telling people about you? What are they really thinking and feeling about you in their heart of hearts? Okay. Yep. And we have hit the brakes. Look at that, number 7. Hit the brakes. Okay, so yeah, so they feel like you've been moving on, and they would definitely like you to slow down, to, you know, maybe even like take the time to, again, maybe reassess this and think about this, because with you, they would definitely want to hit the brakes. They wouldn't want to like keep going, right? They'd want to hit the brakes for this situation. Okay. All right. Well, that is all I have for you, pile 2. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi. Welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, Charlie Brown here, with the snowball, rolling that snowball. I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with water. So you could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay. So we are doing no contact. So we're first going to do what is it that they tell people about you, and then we're going to do what is it that they actually really think and feel about you in their heart of hearts. Okay, could be the same thing, could be 2 different things, right? So first we're going to take a look and see who this no contact person is. What is it that they're telling people about you? I don't know why I'm smelling barbecue now, like outdoor barbecue, like with wood, like, what is it? Like a wood smell? Like a mesquite or something like that? Okay. Almost like winter, like barbecuing in winter type thing. I don't know why. Okay. Let's see. Pile 3, no contact. Oh, right away. We got the 2 of Wands in the reverse. Fire element, Aries, Leo, Sag. So this could be a fire sign that you're in no contact with, okay? Let's see, what is it they're telling people? Oh, it's like they're saying they didn't go through with something. Oh, okay, so they didn't go through with something and decided to walk away. You have the 6 of Swords, air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, hold on. It's almost like they're saying they didn't make a decision for themselves, and they had to walk away, or you walked away from them. Let's see what they're telling people. We're going to do 3 cards. You know what is so interesting, because I'm seeing this card. It looks like they're going to like a little island here. Okay. And it's funny to see this right now stuck out in my head, because earlier I kept hearing, and I am not kidding, it was like earworm. I kept hearing Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers, that song, Islands in the Stream, that is what we are, no one in between, how can we be far, sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other, from one corner to another. I swear that song earlier was in my ear, like earworm. And then we have this little island, which is just kind of bringing that song to me again. And so, you know, Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers with that song. What is the name of the song? I just know it says Islands in the Stream. So is it Islands in the Stream? I don't know. But it's Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton. Maybe you're a Dolly Parton fan, Kenny Rogers fan. But it is, you know, about kind of going off together, right? Being 2 islands and going off together. But again, I feel like they are saying they made the decision, or they couldn't make the decision, so it was like maybe you made the decision for them to leave, to maybe this person couldn't commit. Let me see, what do we have here? Ooh, oh, too many cards, and they fell right on my lap, so I'm just gonna put them back in. One more, please. One more card. And we have the King of Swords in the reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air. Yeah, so this is a relationship that was cut off. Definitely cut off. And they are saying that they were not the one to make the decision. It was you. On the bottom, we have Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius energy. So this is definitely like moving on or moving away. There's definitely a leaving here. We know Sagittarius is all about travels, right? So maybe you left, right? Maybe you left, maybe you moved, maybe you know, said travel with me and this person wouldn't. But it seems like this person couldn't make the decision to go forward with this. And for some reason they were like stuck, or they were unsure. Do I do it? Do I not? But you said, okay, you know what? You can't decide. Let me decide for you. I'm leaving. I'm moving on. King of Swords in the reverse, cut off here. So they are telling people that you cut them off. Temperance in the reverse is there's an imbalance here. You know, Temperance card is the card that I call merging. This is the card of merging, of bringing two things together as one, but it's in the reverse. So it's like we couldn't come together. So it's like somebody left. Somebody left because we couldn't come together on this. So they are saying that maybe that you left them. I'm also getting that they're saying that you left them because you didn't like that they had a bad habit. Like this person has a bad habit. So maybe like they're saying that you complained about their bad habit, which could have been a lot of drinking. Maybe this person has a drinking problem, and maybe you told them, look, if we can do this together, we can go through this together, and I can help, and I'll be there. And this person seemed like they couldn't decide to do that or change that, and you decided, okay, well then goodbye. That's where I make an exit here. So it's like you decided to make an exit with this Six of Swords and this King of Swords in reverse. You decided to make an exit because this person didn't know what to choose. They didn't know if to choose you, to choose the habit, to choose whatever this thing is here. So this person might be somebody that has like an addiction, you know, could be an addiction to anything, right? But I'm saying I feel like it could be drinking. This person could be a heavy drinker, but it could be an addiction to, you know, a number of things, anything, right? So this is something that they are telling people, or it could be vice versa, right? It could be that they're telling people that they walked away from you because you couldn't leave the habits behind. You couldn't leave the addictions behind, you know? It could go both ways, right? You know, just reading the energy here of what is being said. Yeah, but definitely this came to an end here. Okay, so this is what they're telling people about you. Now let's see what they really feel and think about you. Let's see what's in their heart of hearts here for you, okay? With this no contact person. It does seem like it was a love situation, a relationship, especially hearing that song with Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers, I love me some Dolly Parton. She's such a strong boss bee energy. She is a Capricorn. Okay, Kenny Rogers, I'm not sure what sign he is, but he gives me Cancer. Cancer vibes. I don't know why. He could be a Cancer, but to me he seems very like somebody that doesn't really have, how should I say this, like a strong backbone. I don't know why I get that feeling from him, that he's not somebody that has a strong backbone. So this could be this person, right, that, you know, they couldn't decide for themselves. They don't have a strong backbone. And then here we have you being more like Dolly Parton, you know. Okay, oh, we have one that flipped. Where is it? Oh, we have two. Okay. We have the Holly King. Oh my gosh, I love the Holly King. It's the Emperor. The Holly King is the Emperor. And we have the Four of Canes in the reverse. So we do have the Emperor, which is Aries, fire energy, okay? The Holly King, somebody's name could be Holly, or somebody could really like Christmas. And then with the Four of Canes in the reverse, that is air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it is swords, okay? Four of Swords with the Holly King. Okay, and what is this? We have the Nine of Candles in the reverse, which is the Nine of Wands. Look at, he has all these bags. He's been Christmas shopping. It's in the reverse, though. I feel like this person feels like you don't understand them. Like they've been through a lot. And here with the Four of Canes in the reverse, this person feels like you're not understanding their journey or their healing journey, and they might feel like you need to do some healing yourself. So maybe they feel like you have addictions, or it might be you that has the bad habits or something like that, or maybe you have other bad habits besides their bad habits. You know what I mean? They're probably like, how can pile 3 not understand me and my addictions when they have their own addictions or their own issues that they deal with, you know? So this person feels like you're too like cold about them, like not being understanding their struggle. They feel like you don't get them. So it's almost like, yeah, like they want you to feel bad or feel more understanding on why they're not changing or why they're not healing. Like they want you to be like, oh, I understand why you're the way you are, why you do what you do, but okay, you can understand it, but it doesn't mean you have to excuse it and then just go along with it. So but it almost seems like that's what they would want from you, like for you to be like, well, I understand it, I excuse it, I'm gonna let you go on with it. You know what I mean? It's like they want to see that. Let me see what's on the bottom. Oh, we have Krampus in the reverse, the devil, Capricorn energy, and it is in the reverse. Okay, we have Krampus on the bottom here. Definitely addictions and bad habits and letting go. So in here, we do have Krampus. He's like chained up the children, right? And he's like putting them in the basket that he carries on his back. So he has the little boy already chained up. He's probably going to put the little girl in next. But it is in the reverse. So these chains, it's almost like maybe you've already broken free of these chains, addictions, bad habits, whatever this is. And they're saying, why can't you be more understanding of me, that I'm having a difficult time with it? So I don't know. This person is like saying that you walked away without letting them really figure out how they were going to do it. Yeah, it's almost like this person feels like you are bullying them into doing this, into fixing themselves, into healing themselves, into, you know, getting this straightened out. And it's almost like they feel like, almost like they were being forced into it and they weren't ready or they couldn't figure it out. And it's almost like you were wanting to make them do it. So it's almost like, you know, I mean, we might want somebody to get better or do something, but also we can't force them. They have to come to it on their own time, in their own terms. And this person is like saying, like, you were forcing me to it and I wasn't ready, you know? So that's what they're feeling in their heart of hearts, that you were like pushing them to do something that they weren't ready to do. But they are telling people, well, that you walked away from them because they couldn't make this decision to get themselves, you know, together. They couldn't, you know, heal here. They couldn't heal because the Four of Canes is in the reversal. This person has put off healing. They've kind of like, you know, just kind of going through it, like, you know, just living life basically without addressing the issue. You know what I mean? It's kind of like not addressing the elephant that's in the room. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you one of these cards from my friend Raya's, and that's the T deck. I'm going to link her Etsy in my description, so if you want to check out her decks, if you also want to check out my decks, go ahead. I have a Christmas deck too. It's called Santa's Naughty Little Secret, so go ahead and check it out. Okay. Okay, Mouth of Lies. Okay, with the honey here, though. 18 breaking down to a 9, 9 the number of completion. Mouth of Lies. So they probably tell people that you lie about them, you know? That you might be really sweet, but that what you're saying are lies, but you come off very sweet so that people can believe those lies and that lies about them, you know? Because maybe they tell people like, oh, pile 3 left me because they said I have bad habits or addictions, but I really don't. But that's just what they're telling people, you know? Okay, but let's go ahead. Anyways, let's get, what are they telling people about you? Pile 3. Really telling people about you. Pile 3. Okay. And we have Road Rage in the card number 4. Look at that. It's the middle finger. The road is in the shape of the middle finger here. It's like a hand to the fingers, and then there's the middle finger. So this person is basically telling people that you gave them the middle finger. And then again, you decided, you know what? I'm just leaving. I'm just walking away. King of Swords in the reverse, he will definitely give you the middle finger. He won't be nice with his words, right? And again, this person says that you might seem really nice. They probably tell people you seem really nice, but you say things that aren't nice, and you say lies is what they're saying. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what is it that they really think and feel. You know, what is it in their heart of hearts that they really do feel and think about you? Okay, pile 3. Pile 3. Okay. And we have mob mentality 22. Look at that. Mob mentality. They think that you have a mob mentality. They think to themselves that. They think you're, yeah, again, they think that maybe you've come after them with other people. Like maybe it makes me think of like an intervention when a bunch of people get together to tell the person, you know what, you need to change, you need help, you need to cut those habits, you know what I mean? So maybe you might even have done that. You might have done an intervention with other people, because we do have the number 22 here. It is the master number, but it is also like partnerships, right? It's also like other people. It's not just like one person, but it's like multiple people here. So they see you as like you're going to come after them with other people to say things about them straightening themselves out. Okay, but everything just seems to be snowballing, right? Ooh, Charlie Brown. Everything seems to be snowballing for this person, right? He's rolling that snowball. So everything for this person is just been snowballing and snowballing. Okay. All right, pile 3. That's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 4, Snoopy here in his little house that opens up. So you can put your little snacks or little trinkets in here. I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with air. So you could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay, so we are doing your no contact. So what is this no contact person telling other people about you? But what is it that they really feel and think about you? What is it really that they have in their heart of hearts? Okay, so let's go ahead and start with what is it that they tell other people about you. Let's see. Pile number 4. Pile number 4. Oh, card just fell on the floor. Let me pick it up and see what it is. Oh, it's 2 cards. Okay, it's the Chariot in the reverse, and it is the 6 of Cups. Okay, oh, I'm gonna put them back in. Chariot wants to fall on the floor again. Okay, so they are both water energy, Cancer and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you might be dealing with an air sign. Okay, this might be an air sign. I mean a water sign. Oh my god. You might be the air sign dealing with a water sign, or vice versa. We have the 2 of Swords here, air element. This is Libra. Could also be Gemini or Aquarius, okay? So this is about indecision. So they might be telling people that there's like indecision here with you, like you didn't make up your mind or you can't make up your mind. What? I'm hearing a song. Oh my gosh, I've been hearing all these songs in this reading, in this video. I'm hearing Make Up Your Mind. Who sings that? Is that The Offspring? It says, make up your mind, decide to walk with me around the lake tonight, around the lake by my side. Do you want to, oh gosh, what is something, right? But again, he says, make up your mind. Do you want to walk with me around the lake tonight? The lake, water, right? Emotions. So again, maybe a water sign that wanted you to make up your mind about being with them. Maybe you were feeling kind of icy about them. Maybe not really sure if you wanted to. Okay. This person could also have fire in their chart, is what I'm feeling here. They could also have fire or be a fire sign. Fire, water. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, more air again. Okay, one more card, please. Definitely air. And that is the pile you picked, air. Okay, Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody that will cut you off with a quickness. Could be somebody you had words with also. Ooh, and then we have 23, the Happy Narwhal. Wow, okay. Very interesting. And we have the 6 of Swords. Oh my goodness. Pile 3 also has the card 6 of Swords, but yours is on the bottom. So this is still an energy that is here. Hasn't completely left. What is it they're telling people about you? Because the Happy Narwhal in the reverse, there's like things that you're about to find out. So this person might be telling people that they found out things about you and you went off on them, or maybe that like they confronted you about something and you went off, or vice versa. You found out something about them and confronted them about it. This could also be having to decide between 2 people, right? So maybe they wanted you to decide between them and somebody else. Maybe you chose the other person. That could also be it here. With the Happy Narwhal. And then we do have the little squirrel here, which is the Happy Squirrel, which is like a lot of unknown, a lot of unseen things here. And the 2 of Swords is blindfolded, so there is a lot of unseen, unknown. I'm also getting that this person is like telling people that they didn't see you doing things, but they heard from other people things about you too, is what I'm getting. So they're saying, I didn't see, because here we have a lot of unseen things here. In these 3 cards, there's a lot of unseen, a lot of unknown. So they're saying, like, they don't know for a fact that you did these things that they were told, but they were told by other people or somebody else, like, gossiped about you and told them these things. So it's kind of like they went with it, I guess. They believed it. But they were kind of, like, unsure because, again, these were things that they didn't see for themselves, but they were told these things about you. So somebody could have gossiped to this person about you that you're in no contact with. Somebody could have gossiped to them about you, and that's what they're telling people. Like, there's a lot of things about you that they heard, but they didn't know for a fact because they didn't see it themselves. That's what they're telling people. So it's almost like they're, I wouldn't say they're standing up for you or they got your back, but it's almost like they're saying, look, me and no contact pile 4 don't talk, but this is what I heard. Now, I didn't see it, but I heard it, you know? So this is what's going on here, what they're telling people. And then we do have 6 of Swords on the bottom and Queen of Swords in the reverse here. So it's like there's definitely a decision that was made to walk away, to leave the situation. And it's air again. This is all air. This is all air. Again, this is like somebody that heard, they heard it. So this could, you know, this could have been a relationship or a friendship, something like that, because it's almost, again, we do have the Two of Swords saying, I'm at a crossroads. What do I pick, or what do I do, right? Um, so it could have been a relationship, but it could have also been a friend who heard like gossip about you and gossiped it or something like that. You know what I mean? Or that was saying that they heard that you were entertaining like a third party or something like that. That you weren't sure of like who to be with or what to do. Hmm. Also, I don't know why with this Queen of Swords in the reverse, I'm getting like somebody taking pictures, like selfies. So maybe, you know, maybe they've seen you on social media, or were gossiping to other people that they saw like certain pictures of you or something like that. I don't know. All right, let's see. Let's see what this person thinks in their heart of hearts. This is what they tell people. Like, there's gossip about you. Definitely a lot of gossip about you. But let's see what is it that they really feel and think about you. Like, what is in their heart of hearts here for you? Hmm. Yeah, I'm getting about being in the dark. Like, this person probably said they were in the dark about you, but they heard things about you. Because I'm getting something about, like, the dark, being in the dark, or something about night, or that you went out, you were doing something at night, like creeping at night, and in the day you were someone else. You know what I mean? It's kind of like one person, you were one person by day, and then somebody else by night. So it's almost like they're saying, like, you were two different people. They heard you were two different people. They didn't see you be two different people, but they heard from other people that you were two different people. Because some people would say, you're this way, and then from other people, they'd hear, you're this way. It's almost like hearing from some people, you're Dr. Jekyll, and then hearing from other people that you're Mr. Hyde. So it's like, well, who are you, Pile 4? Some people say you're Dr. Jekyll, and some people say you're Mr. Hyde. Okay. What do they think and feel in their heart of hearts? We have the Child 0, the Fool, in the reverse. Aquarius energy. Interesting. Okay, hold on. And we have the 8 of Canes in the reverse. Air element. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a lot of air here. Oh my goodness. But I definitely do feel water and fire. But there's definitely a lot of air. A lot of air. The 8 of Canes in the reverse. Look at that. It's being like trapped, right? It's being in that mental prison. But in the reverse, it's like you let go. And again, I feel almost like here with this Fool in the reverse, again, I feel like this person says like they feel they don't really know you, or they don't really know who you are, because again, I'm feeling like by day you're one person and by night you're another. It's kind of like you have that sun energy, but you also have that moon energy. It's like some of us are very moon energy and some of us are very sun energy, right? And it's like this person is like, you have both. Who are you? You know? Okay, let me get one more, please. And we have the 9 of Candles in the reverse. Look, fire element, okay? Aries, Leo, Sag. That fiery sun energy. It is in the reverse, though. This person feels, yeah, they feel like you've changed a lot, and it has to do, like, they almost feel like like you changed your personality, and they're like, I don't know you, Pile 4. I thought I knew you, or I thought this about you, but it's not what I thought. So it's like they feel like you changed, or your personality is different from what they had originally thought it was or felt it was, but it's not the same. I'm definitely getting very like changed energy of like mentality, or how you are, or how they view you, right, or how they feel you are. It's very different. It's like they felt you were one way, and now they feel like you're another way. Very interesting. Let me see what's on the bottom. Oh, we have that Chariot that kept falling on the floor. It's in the reverse, though. Cancer energy in the reverse. Very interesting in the reverse. Huh, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So again, changing like the moon. The moon has so many phases that it changes through. This person feels that energy about you. They feel like you're constantly changing like the moon phases. And again, maybe they thought you had that sun energy, and now they maybe see you as the moon with those moon phases that are changing. So this person sees you as somebody that's changed. They feel you're not the person you were before. And so they tell people, like, I can't figure Pile 4 out. I've heard these things about them. I haven't seen them do these things, but they're not the person that originally I thought they were. And here it's like, yeah, and here they feel like you've changed. Like you're not who you originally were to them in the beginning. So something here changed along the way. And here with this Six of Swords, it's what they tell people, right? And then the Chariot is in the reverse, Santa Claus on the sleigh. It is what they feel. So they feel like you've moved on is what they tell people. But here, what they really feel, it's like, you know, there's no progress, there's no movement, but at the same time, they don't know you. So maybe they're like, huh, maybe pile 4 was like this all along and I just didn't know them. But they really do feel like they can't figure you out, whoever this is to you. I don't feel so much romantic. It could have been romantic, but I don't feel it romantic. I feel more like a friend or a family member, somebody that you were close to, and it's just like things changed. Or they see you as somebody that changed from night, you know, from day to night or night to day or whatever, you know? Something like that. All right, let me go ahead and get you a card from my friend Raya's, and that's the T deck. We're going to get one card for each section, and let's go ahead and get a card for what did they tell people about you? Let's see. Look, you did a complete 180 as I'm cutting it. Completely changed. What did I tell you? What I tell you, what I tell you, what I tell you. You did a 180 is what they're saying. Completely changed. Wow. You see? You see? Okay. This cat's got 9 lives as I'm cutting it. Okay. All right, let's go. Pile 4, what do they tell people about you? Leveling up, 59. Also, she's got those big old glasses, but the more I look, they're sunglasses. So they tell people that you've been leveling up. Yeah, that you've changed. Maybe you've made a lot of progress and you've made a lot of changes, made a lot of decisions about your life. You've definitely, they tell people you've made a lot of different decisions and choices about your life where you're not the same anymore. They just see you as just not the same. So maybe they tell people you've been leveling up, you know? Like I said, I don't feel it so much romantic, but this could be a friend though, or a family member. This is not a personal reading, so okay, let's see. What do they feel in their heart of hearts about you? What do they think, right? What do they think and really feel about you? Okay. You see? You see that? It came out. This is what they feel in their heart of hearts. Completely changed. 80, breaking down to an 8. 180 breaks down to number 99, the number of completion, that you've completely changed. The number of completion, completely changed, it says. Yeah, they feel like you completely changed in their heart. They just don't know you anymore, or they don't know you like that, you know? Wow. All right, that is all I have for you, Pile 4. I hope this message resonates. I'll talk to you later. Bye.